Hi everybody, welcome to 30 Day Booty. Today's day 6 and I am Tamara and I'm really close to the ground today because we're going to do a little bit of work on the floor. You'll need a mat today, or at least a comfortable place to lie down on the ground. Maybe have a dumbbell. If you do, maybe a little bit lighter than usual, or you can do this with body weight. And I've also brought my kettlebell for something that we can add a little bit more weight to at the end of it. All right, are you ready? Let's go. So we're gonna start off here on our hands and knees. Make sure that your knees are right underneath your hips so you're not too scooched in and you're not too far back into a plank, but just a really nice strong right angle. You can stay on your hands if you like to. If so, make sure your elbows stay soft and your elbow pits are facing out over the top of the mat. If you prefer to, you can come down onto your elbows, which is what I think I'm gonna do. We're gonna pick up our right leg, and if you wanna add a little bit more oomph to it, you can take a dumbbell and put it right in the bend of your knee for this first set. All right, so already I feel myself rotating open, but we're gonna try to square ourselves off to the mat, and we're gonna take that leg and we're gonna lift up and down. Now we've got that added bit of resistance in the form of the weight behind the knee. You don't need to do that, and if you feel like, I'm really scared I'm gonna drop that on my toe, you can take that away. As long as you're squeezing your glute and really getting into that round booty, that glute maximus, you're gonna do just fine. I think that's 9. I'm gonna do 15. Really lifting up from the belly. It's kind of easy to let it hang on down, but we're not going to do that. Now, I'm going to shake that out. You can do this next one with the weight as well, or you can get it out of the way, but we're going to take it out to the side, circle around and bring it in. We're just going to do 10 of these, out and around and in. So if you wanted to see that from the front angle, to see it a little better, it goes out to the side, trying not to really shift into there, but circle it around and bring it back through to the center, out and around and down. Do 10 of those. I think I've done 5. 1, 2. Breathing, lifting up the belly and really trying to stay strong through the shoulders the whole time. Oh, those are really fun. All right. If you're using the weight, let's transition that to the opposite leg. Check your posture before you go. Shake it out. Let yourself feel loose. All right. And then we're gonna press up, squeeze that glute, bring it down. Breathing the whole time. And remember that posture really counts. Keep my shirt on. There we go. You like these? I like these. These are old school. You still do them because they still work. 2 more times. Or if you're counting, you are probably more accurate. And take a little shake out just for a second. Stretch my toes. And then we're gonna do 10 arounds. So out to the side, circle around and bring it in. Out, around, and in. Really trying to hold stable into this opposite glute and really lifting up through the belly. And that's probably 10. That's what I'm gonna call 10. All right, next, we're gonna come onto whatever side you would like to start on. I'm not gonna use a weight for this. You probably could. It just feels a little laborious for me at this point. As we come onto the elbow, make sure that the elbow's right under your armpit and not creeping out there. That's just really stressful on the shoulder and you don't need that. You can come to a knee plank with the bottom leg bent, or you can make it a little harder by going to a straight leg plank. We're going to start off by going 10 times, just out and down. This is definitely a core workout as well as a hip workout. 8, 9, these are so hard. I'm gonna count them. We'll shake out the elbow in between, and then we're gonna do our last plank exercise on that side. This is a little tougher. We're gonna come on out, again, maybe to the knee, maybe to the straight leg, but we're gonna float that top leg, and then we're gonna bend the knee, touch the big toe to the ground in front of your belly button or thereabouts. Push back as you lift and bring it in. That's 2, 3, 4. These are so hard. Please don't be a hero. You can come to that knee if you need to. 8, or go back and forth, which is what I'm doing. 9, 10, presumably for your benefit, but also mine. We'll do all that to the other side. Checking that elbow, making sure that we're not sinking our hips or really letting go of our posture at all, but we're gonna float or float. I'm just gonna do 10 lifts. Thinking about lifting a little bit more with the heel than with the toes. Oh, that feels good. I feel myself getting stronger. 8, 9, and 10. Oh, a little shake out. You'll feel that in the shoulder. You know, we don't really ever isolate a muscle. There's always something else at work, and a side plank definitely gives you quite a bit of shoulder stability. So as we find our second plank, whether you're gonna do straight legs or bent legs, you can keep that top hand on the floor as long as you're not letting your posture go. I'm gonna lift and touch. 2. Going up to 10. 6, 7, 8. That's hard to talk while I'm doing this, so maybe that's a good thing. Shake it out, guys. We got 2 more things to do. It's a long one today. Gave you a shorty yesterday, so I don't mind. I'm gonna take my heavier weight. You could also take your lighter weight, or you could do this with no weight. I'm gonna do the heavy. I'm gonna place it right about on my bladder. Walk my heels super close to my backside. And I'm just gonna hold that weight wherever it's gonna be as comfortable as I can. And we're just gonna lift our hips up, squeeze the glutes. Nice tight belly. Good. So as we lift, the glute medius, it also wants to open up your knees. So what you can do is just squeeze your knees in just a little bit to keep all of that good hip extension that's going to help us strengthen and round out that glute. This is another really good old school exercise, right? We've been doing these since the 80s, or maybe sooner. I like it because it just feels like such a big squeeze, like you're making fists back there with the glutes. Let's do 4 more. We'll call that 15. You can do more if you want. This shouldn't feel, I don't think, brutally hard. Our last set of 15, we're gonna take our feet together. So we're doing this kind of diamond shape. Let me do it that way. It's a little nicer to look at, a little diamond shape with the legs. But we're gonna put our pinky toes down on the floor. If you want to really do it, you can keep your heels up and just keep that pinky toe down on the floor. It's okay if those heels want to come down. Weights in place or not. If it's not, you can just keep your hands on the floor, or you can take your hands up for a little bit more core. We're going to lift and lower. This time by keeping our knees open, we're just adding a little bit of hip rotation. Just hitting the muscles a little differently. Both are good. I like to do it both ways. That way we know we got everything. Good job, guys. You can do 15 to 20 of these. They don't feel terrible. You can let me know if they feel terrible. Hopefully, that was about the right number. That was a lot of stuff today. You did a great job. It was a little over 10 minutes, but I think you'll be glad you did it. Thanks a lot. I'll see you tomorrow.